You have never seen the full truth. Hear me out. Okay, let me explain what I actually mean. So there's this thing called perspective, right? It's kind of like your viewpoint in a game. It like first person, second person, third person, etc. What I want to focus on is our perspective in life and how that affects truth. But before I get into that, if you have any questions throughout the video, feel free to just ask them in the comment section below. Okay, so to quickly explain what this series is, it's basically just me going over like axioms and like laws, or like in a better way to put it, things I believe to be consistently true through pattern in the universe. Like last video I talked about the law of influence, or the axiom of influence, which basically is that we are constantly and always influenced by our surroundings. You know what I mean? The real insight of that is that you should probably be watching where you put yourself, because you could be influenced by that area. Even if you don't directly feel influenced, you are actually always being influenced. The axiom of perspective essentially states that you are limited to the truth that your perspective allows. This is because you cannot escape your own perspective. So we view life from a first-person perspective, essentially meaning that we experience things from a one-person viewpoint, as in we only actually hear our own thoughts and only actually have experiences from our own perspectives. Very obvious, but it's important. What this means for truth is that we cannot know for certain what another is thinking. We cannot know for certain another's intentions, and we rarely for certain know another's truth, which makes these very invalid pieces of deduction when trying to get an answer for something, and it makes them, for the most part, not always, but basically meaningless. Those are all negative things, but there are ways to navigate them, so don't worry. We just must try our hardest to always understand the people around us, because if not, we risk misinterpreting them, which happens more often than you actually think. Misinterpretations are often minor, but are often the reason arguments over simple concepts or ideas happen. They're also one of the number one ways to notice ignorance, because more often than not, someone who understands will ask a dumb question before making an ignorant accusation of untruthfulness. Wait, pause. So what did I mean at the start of the video when I said you've never seen full truth? Well, what I mean is in any given situation, there are multiple perspectives you either never think of or you never see, no matter what. And assumptions or reality never really bring you a full truth. You can only act on what really is logical to assume sometimes, so you kind of have to. But understand an assumption is risky. You must build your assumption correctly through a good foundation of inductive reasoning, or often you'll have a very poor assumption and just completely misinterpret somebody. This also applies to things like understanding empathy, as when thinking of another's actions, you must put yourself in their perspective to actually at least be trying to see why they did something. And when we're trying to look through someone else's perspective or lens, we can't actually get the full picture, no matter what. But it's something we have to try to understand with our cognition, to try to understand the people around us and understand the world around us, you know? But with that, I'm gonna end the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel if you enjoyed. We are a small but growing army, so join now before you miss the chance for an easy interaction in the comment section, I guess.